Hello, everybody. My name is Ed Heintzes. I'm a principal solution consultant for Infor, part of the CX team with responsibility over all of the CX products, including CRM. Today, we're going to spend a few minutes and run through some of the CRM and customer experience integrations to Outlook. Infor and Infor CRM have been doing this for a number of years, and we have a very strong integration with Outlook. And we've done what a lot of companies are trying to do, and what makes it easier for you to work with the things that you have in your environment. And we bring CRM data right to your Outlook inbox. So if I just simply follow through, and I should say I'm running in a standard Microsoft Outlook client on my Windows 10 PC. If you look at the email, we'll just follow it along, and then I'll give some descriptions as we go along, right? So on the right-hand side here, we can see we have some name card information, and based on me using the product every single day, we actually drink our own champagne here at Infor. I can see a number of things. I know who Joe Taylor is. I know what company he works for, right? I can actually use the medallions over here to determine if there are current activities, if there happens to be any past due activities, recent history, opportunities, and even open tickets. I can actually drill into those and have those show up here as dashboard items available to me from a inside of my inbox, right? So open activities, any history, notes if I wanted to create them, or even dashboards, right? I can create KPI dashboards to give me more information about what's going on in my particular world. Looking farther down here, I can see that I've got an empty name card. Again, because I use the system all the time, I know that means that this particular contact who is included in this email is not part of my CRM. So we'll probably take care of that in just a second. So standard inbound email that I've received, it's got an attachment that goes with it. And we'll just work through the process here, right? So I'm getting an email that says, hey, thanks for the meeting last week. It was great help. Here's the attached project plan. But we need to move this opportunity out 60 days. Well, that's usually bad news for me as a sales rep. And of course, I am going to have to alert everybody else, my sales manager and his manager's manager is going to need to know about this stuff. So I'm going to have to actually enter this into the CRM. Old school way would be to remember to do that, jump out of email, jump into the CRM, go find the opportunity and update it. Well, we've got a much better way to do that right now, and it's because we bring it into the CRM. So again, I mentioned earlier that we have opportunities, and I can drill in to see any opportunities that I happen to have. In this instance, I do have an open opportunity. He's saying he wants to move it out 60 days. So we'll go ahead and say move it out 60 days. Right, so we'll make it on the 15th of April, and I say save, and right away I've already done a little bit of work inside of the CRM without ever having to leave the safety and comfort of my Outlook inbox, right? If we continue reading down here, I'm being introduced to someone else, right? His name is Miles, right? So his contact information is below. I can see that here, and that's really nice. So if I take Miles's contact information, rope it up and drag it and drop it over here, I can actually go ahead and select a couple of things. One of them would be to create a new contact. And based on creating a new contact, it'll take the roped up information I have and try to put it as best it can in the right fields. If you don't get them in the right place, you can move them around, but we do a pretty doggone good job of getting it in the right field. So I haven't touched the keyboard yet. If I hit save, you'll see that Miles has now been added as a contact in the system, and he also will have access to that particular opportunity. Further in here, I'm being told that he's now the new lead guy on this, and he's got some questions, or he's got an issue based on a last product shipment. So one of the nice things that you can do inside of Xbar, which is what it's called over here, is you can actually do things to create new contacts and meetings and to-dos and items, but I can also create a new ticket. Right, so based on ticket information, in this one I'm actually going to have to type, but we'll call this a shipping issue. So I'll say shipping. And out of the box, by default, we define a number of things. One of them is, who is this assigned to? But part of the system has some automation built into it. And once you disposition the ticket, you can actually have it automatically routed to somebody else. So let's go ahead and do the dispositioning part, right? So we're going to say that this is a complaint, right? It happens to be a shipping issue, and maybe it was damaged goods. So based on this disposition, it might automatically get routed to somebody else, right? So you can actually make those types of things happen. Of course, there might be really important information in the email email and I need to take that stuff and drop it in here so I get notes and history in here. And again, a couple of tickles on the keyboard, dragging and dropping, and now I've created a new ticket inside of the system. So quickly and easily, you have access to information. You can actually update information quickly and easily, but it makes it available to you immediately inside of the CRM. So as an example, the move date of the opportunity will show up in my dashboards, will show up in reports. Actually could be something that shows up in a burst dashboard or sends an alert out to my manager to be able to go look at that. So a number of things that could be done based on me dragging and dropping and pointing and clicking my way. So some of the other things that you could do is I could take this guy and record it to history, take the entire email and record it into the CRM as part of notes and history. And that would include any attachments that go along with it. And the same thing could be true if I were to say create a new email, right? I have the same opportunity to say fill out my email, do attachments and whatever, and then store this inside of the CRM as part of the notes and history. So that becomes part of that 360-degree view of what are the things that I've actually done with all of my customers. So one of the questions we usually get, do I actually have to hit the send button and then the send to CRM? And the answer is no. A lot of times at implementation, our services group will actually swap this button for this button right here and then remove this one from the ribbon. So you only have to hit one button. It'll do all the work for you. But at the end of the day, you have lots of control over everything that happens inside of Outlook. That includes doing things like handling your calendar. So from a calendaring perspective, you can actually do the calendaring options from within CRM, or you can actually do them from within Outlook. They will synchronize with each other. So meetings and invites and all kinds of things that you have all available from within inside of Microsoft Outlook. So that is a quick high-level tour of Xbar. If you need more information, you know where to go. www.infor.com. Hope that helps. Have a great day. Thank you.